I didn't clock more than 2 years. I burnt out so badly. I just quit. When you're burning out, you start losing interest in your job.
Yeah.
You are tired. You're emotionally exhausted. Taking a weekend off doesn't make a difference. You're as tired last Friday as you were on Monday morning. And if that continues on, then a sense of hopelessness comes in. The workload was crazy. You had targets. You must cancel this many clients every day, every week.
Yeah.
Every month.
So the client became a number. The client became something of measuring performance.
Yes.
Okay. And that is the client as a number as opposed to the client as a success.
And that's my main problem. Because now this thing contradicted my own values. I'm used to really taking care of clients. I don't take clients for clients. I take them as people.
Yes.
And I'm not giving these people the care that they need for them to get well. That burns you out when the values of an institution
contradict yours.
My own. We are saying that psychological safety is a humane workplace, which knows mistakes will happen. Yeah, and it's not the end of the day if a mistake happens. We are always talking about the new generation don't want to work and all that, but I don't think that's it. It's just that workplaces are not taking care of the different needs of each generation.
Okay.
Yeah. But the current generation are saying, no, why would I sacrifice my whole life for something that does not pay me reasonably? Yeah. And they're right. So if every year you're doing more than you actually can without rest, so they're not fitting in rest.
Yeah.
And you remember that the rest bit. I mean the most employers don't really care about how you live out of.
There's a generation that actually used to say that you will rest when you die.
Absolutely. I think that could be our generation probably. I'm having problems even slowing down.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Connecting Generations, and I'm looking forward to having conversations about psychology at work. If you've ever wondered how people manage, show up with gratitude, optimism, and then manage burnout at work, I have just the person for us today. So joining me is my mwalimu, actually, because I'm a certified well-being coach, and this gentleman here is one of the people who actually facilitated that process. So mwalimu, you're most welcome. I'm honored to have you here. So tell us a bit more. Who is Peter Mbuga and what do you do?
Oh, Peter Mbuga. At least in this context, I'm a counseling psychologist.
Yes.
And a burnout and resilience coach.
A burnout and resilience coach.
Yes.
Okay.
Apart from that, I work for Positive Psychology Association, where I am in charge of the workplace well-being coaching program.
Okay.
Yes, and I guess that's where we met last.
Yes, that's where we met last. I mean, you do an awesome job because I feel you're one of the people who totally understand what's going on in the workplace, especially at that level.
Thank you.
Yeah. So probably we can just dive in and tell us, what is psychology at work?
Oh, psychology at work. Well, it goes back to technically we call it organizational psychology.
Yes.
Okay. And it's a science where we study how people think, feel, and how they behave when they're in workplace situations.
Yeah.
And it's a very important area of psychology because then it's talking about all these businesses we are forming.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do we get people to be more productive? Okay. So most people just look at the productivity.
But how? What is the process?
Yes. So the process is what we work with as psychologists is to, well, starting from the end in mind, is that we are looking for high productivity. Okay. How do you get high productivity? You have to look at individuals. Yeah. The individuals must be thriving. Okay.
Yes.
So how do you help them thrive?
Yeah.
The other thing is they work in teams. So how do teams
thrive?
Okay. And all the things around that, which make workplaces very highly productive. Also looking at all the specific needs to make that work.
The specific needs of the individual.
The individual, the teams.
The team, and then the institution, the organization.
How the corporate needs to establish itself.
Yes.
For that high productivity to happen. Of course, also checking on the well-being.
Yes.
None of this will happen if people are not thriving. So that element as well, and especially in the area I work in of positive psychology, we come up with positive organizational psychology. So bringing in all these well-being situations, the strengths that we need to look at so that people thrive.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now, why approach it from a point of psychology? And I know that's part of the entire well-being, but is there an advantage that psychology has over, let's say, physical well-being, as far as productivity is concerned?
Absolutely. Key. We always say communication is key in.
Yeah.
So you could just come up with an organization and have very good communication, but it will not work. It will definitely not work if certain things are not there.
Okay.
And that's why we come up with we call it psychological safety. If I'm not feeling safe, and even before that, am I being paid reasonably in this institution, or unavumilia tu kuwa Mkenya with very little?
Yeah.
So of course, there's a foundation of at least taking care of people financially.
Okay.
Yeah. But now even more important than that, and what is most important to connection and even communication itself, is a psychologically safe place. Okay, psychologically safe in.
Yeah, just break that down a little bit. To a layman, what is a psychologically safe place? How would if I walked into an organization and somebody says this is actually a psychologically safe organization, what are some things that I would notice, or what should I look out for?
You should look out. And this is about the staff individually and even as a group. I list them in terms of voice. Is my voice heard? Is my voice respected? And then there's inclusion. Yeah, do I feel included? Do I feel I belong? Do people feel like they belong when they start working in that organization, or even as they continue? And then there's mistakes. Mistakes, safety. Yeah.
Are we looking for a number of mistakes, or are we looking at how mistakes are handled? Or both?
The whole thing. Yeah. As when I join, I don't want to see like that guy made a mistake and he was shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would like to be in an institution which believes that mistakes are part of learning.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody joins perfect.
Yes.
And unless you're taking one CEO from another
And
major
I think
company.
even then he won't be perfect
He
because you
won't.
see he's moving to lead a different team.
Absolutely.
He's moving probably across industries or
Mhm.
something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could get a CEO joining a place and within 2 weeks he leaves.
Yeah.
Because it's this place does not, and actually, even on top of all that, we are saying that psychological safety is a humane workplace, which knows mistakes will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not the end of the day if a mistake happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we said voice, we
Yes.
said inclusion, we said mistakes.
Yes. Humaneness.
Humanness is covered by all those.
Yes.
Yeah. Because those are our human attributes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So am I able to challenge if something is going wrong? If my boss says something different from me,
and you want to disagree,
is there room to disagree on certain things? Of course, respectfully.
Yes.
If I do that, I should not start being isolated. And in my life, I've worked in places where unavumilia tu kuwa Mkenya in that institution. You don't. You don't question anything. Yeah. And
how long did you last there?
In terms of?
In that organization where you could not speak, you just had to grin and bear it, so to speak. Kuvumilia.
And this brings the issue of generations.
Yes, that's why. That's actually where I'm going with that.
Because for us, it was normal. Yeah, to take a lot of BS from all sorts of, from bosses.
Yeah.
There was no room. Yeah.
To argue.
But yes. So most of my life.
You end up staying long in an organization.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is different.
Yeah. So how is psychology showing up now across generations in our current workspaces?
And that's the bit I'm saying. The culture we were brought up in is one employer probably for life if you could. So most of the times, I think in the places I've worked, okay. Just earlier in my career, I think I did 3 years in different places. But then after that, I think I've worked 10 years this place, 10 years that place.
Long time.
Yes. But I guess at a more senior level, stress haikuwa kali sana.
You were managing.
Probably
it was less stress.
Probably I was giving the stress.
Okay, we'll ask your reports at some point. Okay.
Probably I was giving more of the stress. So in my view, we are always talking about the new generation, don't want to work and all that. But I don't think that's it. It's just that workplaces are not taking care of the different needs of each generation.
Okay.
Yeah. And the most interesting thing is the current generation are not going to take. Are not going to give the way we did. Our life. Ours was sacrificial most times. Yeah. Yeah. Year in, year out, you get a 10% increment, and you're okay, probably, or you believe you're okay, and then you take all this sort of abuse in certain terms, and you just take it. But the current generation are saying, no, why would I sacrifice my whole life for something that does not pay me reasonably? Yeah. And they're right. Yeah, they're right.
So that is something that the older generation can probably borrow from them.
Yes, to their own benefit.
Okay.
And times have changed.
How so?
To start with, the workplace now is 70% of these people we call young people. Yeah, the millennials and the
Gen Zs. Yeah,
the marketplace.
Yes,
they're the ones who have the purchasing power. We need to start respecting them. Yeah, or our businesses, and we are most probably the ones who owns most of these businesses. We'll have problems. Yeah.
Okay.
If I abuse a millennial, I mean, in any way, or they're very unhappy, I'm not changing. They'll go to social media and probably people will stop buying your goods for not taking care of people's...
So now I like that you mentioned that, because is there something that you have noted as far as conflict management comes
and
across the different generations, like how different generations are managing conflict?
I would say, of course, it's poorly, for sure. Because my generation, and maybe even the ones we mentored after, are pretty authoritarian. Yeah. Which is not even acceptable in families anymore.
Yeah, in parenting,
Yeah. Even families are democratic. Yeah, people have to be heard out. And that's where the issue of psychological safety comes in. Yeah. If we want people to produce their best, then we have to listen to them. So I'm thinking that the conflicts are the older generation is trying to force their values onto the younger generation.
Okay.
And of course, the younger generation have alternatives. Not like our days.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So is there a specific way you could probably tell? I'm imagining somebody running an organization listening to this, and conflict arises.
Yes.
For whatever reason. How should they manage conflict across generations? Because you see, if somebody is authoritarian,
yes,
they are going to respond to conflict differently.
Yes.
From somebody who's now in the younger generation. So how should the leader or HR, for instance, because we're looking at psychology at work, how should the HR address conflict between the two? Because it can't be one size fits all.
And of course, that's the main problem, because most organizations have this manual that they did in 1960 that they live by. Yeah. And anybody going out of that is rebellious and all that. So personally, I would look at how to reduce conflicts, especially unnecessary ones, from that misunderstanding of generations.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. We, in counseling psychology, we talk about Erik Erikson and things like that. Yeah. So first entrance in the organization, maybe from the university or somebody who's done a few years and is joining, has totally different needs from the organization than a guy who's been there for 20 years. Yeah. And I'm trying to say we need to look at the
need of this individual.
Yes. Yeah. And even if we are to generalize, then at least we are still looking at that group of individuals. What are they looking for in life? For example, the entrant are looking at growth. They're looking at belonging. Yeah. How is the organization taking care of those? Yeah. Or is it system just the same as, it's treating a new entrant just like me who's been there for 20 years.
Yeah, just coming through a system.
My needs are different. At my age, I'm looking at, am I making a legacy? And if you're just a family man, your values are you want some boundaries between your job and your home and your home. Yeah. Because you've already learned everything. But these people who have just entered, they want to learn. Yeah. Are you teaching them? Are you patient with them? Yeah. So you can't come up with a manual
one size, yes, that fits everybody.
That fits everybody.
Now that you mentioned the older person is thinking about legacy. Does every old person think about legacy?
Psychologically, yes.
Okay.
Some might not.
Okay.
but the normal.
Yeah.
The norm is, I mean, you're probably past that age. I mean, you're almost maybe an owner of that business.
Yes.
So you're looking at, I mean, will this business be beyond me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I gaining trust? So
from the younger people.
Yep.
Okay.
Am I leading people properly and things like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I can imagine now then, because you're talking about you need a place that's psychologically safe, you're challenging, you're growing, you're looking for all of that.
Yes.
So I can imagine what it takes to balance all of that. I know one of the things that ends up ensuing is stuff like burnout.
Mm-hmm.
Could you explain to us what burnout is?
Okay.
As opposed, because we may say, I'm feeling so burnt out. I could just be exhausted.
Yes.
So demystify this burnout thing and then tell us who experiences burnout more.
Okay.
Oh.
The burnout,
Yes.
of course, is definitely a psychological term.
Mm-hmm.
But in basic terms, it's a mental disorder of some sort.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That ensues when you don't manage your work stresses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The good thing is, by the way, depression and burnout almost have the same symptoms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're burning out, you start losing interest in your job.
Yeah.
You are tired. You're emotionally exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a weekend off doesn't make a difference. You're as tired last Friday
as you
were on Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And if that continues on, then a sense of hopelessness comes in.
Mm-hmm.
And it could trigger itself to actually serious depression.
Mm-hmm.
So the symptoms are almost the same, but one is driven by, but you're not managing your work stress.
Okay.
You could be overloaded.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not complaining.
Okay.
In time, probably you're not even rewarded enough. I mean, you look at what you do and say, am I even paid enough?
It doesn't match.
Am I even paid enough for this?
Yeah.
But in most cases, that is burnout symptoms coming up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether I told you my story.
Tell us.
I was working as a resident psychologist.
Okay.
I didn't clock more than 2 years. I burnt out so badly.
Uh-huh.
I just quit.
Okay.
Yeah, and probably that's where my work in burnout and resilience really started.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem with this place, my career in counseling psychology is only, I think, 10 years old.
Okay.
So I was trying to build myself up.
Mm-hmm.
So I work in this very crazy place in the sense that the workload was crazy. You had targets. You must cancel this many clients every day, every week.
Yeah.
Every month.
So the client became a number. The client became something of measuring performance.
Yes.
Okay. And that is the client as a number as opposed to the client as a success.
And that's my main problem. Because now this thing contradicted my own values.
Uh-huh.
I'm used to really taking care of clients.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take clients for clients.
Mm-hmm.
I take them as people.
Yes.
So here I have this big list of clients I'm dealing with. And I'm still supposed to increase the number that I'm dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not giving these people the care that they need for them to get well. that burns you out. When the values of an institution
contradict with yours.
My own.
Okay.
I think that was apart from that, and then the workload. And then, these people are toxic, I would say. Because they're not taking care of me.
It wasn't a psychologically safe space.
No, it wasn't.
So tell me, now because you are a counseling psychologist going through that, yet you know what causes burnout.
Yes.
And you know the symptoms of burnout. And you're also probably able to guide people through this process. What is it that then would make a counseling psychologist not realize that they're burning out?
Taking my own example, do you know? I didn't know. I didn't know what burnout is
before then,
until I really burnt out.
Okay,
it's not taught in psychology school, counseling school. We never taught about burnout. We just told, you'll burn out,
manage stress,
and all that. I had to experience it to know. My goodness, so this is what burnout is. It's so bad. You get to a situation where you say, I don't belong in this line of work.
Yeah. So it can get you to quit your job.
Oh, yes. I quit.
Yeah, not just quit your job, but quit your career.
Even your career.
Yeah.
Because it's poorly understood.
Yes.
Yeah. Here, I was working under the best psychiatrists in the country. Yeah. And I suspect that they live with burnout, and nobody really knows.
Yeah.
Because they have crazy workloads. Yeah. So we are not taught in school what burnout is. And actually, I was telling you about the webinar I started early last year. These webinars were saying what you were not taught about burnout.
Yes.
That it's a very serious condition.
Yeah.
I give an example of medical doctors in the US. One dies every day.
The US is losing one medical doctor per day.
Every day from burnout related suicide.
Yes. And that's just suicide on...
Yes.
Not other illnesses that come as a result. How possible is it to last in burnout mode? Because what has triggered that question is because you mentioned doctors, psychiatrists, whose workload is so heavy that they probably have gotten used to the burnout. Is there something like getting used to burnout, meaning that you live forever in burnout state?
Yes. Okay. Back to my case. I was probably burned out for months before I knew I was burned out. And what the reason for this is that when you're a high performer, to start with, you can't believe that this thing you love doing can make you actually sick. Okay? So there is that ignorance. And then the second thing was you're rewarded for burning out on a regular basis.
Okay. How?
You're doing well.
Therefore, you get promotions, you get pay rises.
Yes. In my case, I was getting awesome reviews from the psychiatrists in the sense that, they would just write in the files, Peter, see this. Peter, see this. I mean, every psychiatrist is doing that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I'm a little older than most of the... So if everybody thinks that because I'm older, I know everything and I can do everything.
You knew the truth.
So I keep getting all this.
Yeah.
And then even the clients would look around and say, no, I don't want my therapist. I want Peter.
Yeah.
So you see, there's that feedback. I'm doing a great job. So you keep at it.
Yeah.
And until you're totally burnt out.
Okay. So it can take as long as it will take for you to actually
if
crash.
it's being rewarded,
yeah,
you'll probably, the psychiatrists are earning a lot of money from it.
Yeah. Okay. I want to get a bit more into what ends up making you a burnout and resilience coach.
It's about really learning what it was for me, it's about really learning what burnout really is, as I said.
Yeah.
I think once I started focusing on that, then I really learned how serious burnout is. And then I also learned that there's no help for it. Because like the counselors we're talking about don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
They treat it as if it was depression.
Because the symptoms are the same, it will be treated as though it's depression.
They treat it as depression.
Okay.
So what I discovered is that burnout can be treated without medication. In most times, depression, you especially serious.
Yeah. Clinical.
You need medication. But burnout is about addressing that
just addressing the
workspace.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you recognize burnout when somebody is actually still performing at their peak? You know, like you're saying, they're getting rewarded.
Yes.
They're getting accolades.
Yes.
They're getting positive feedback, right? How do you recognize burnout when the person will not even pause to complain because they don't know that they are burning out?
Yes.
Yeah. So from the outset, how do I tell that somebody is?
It needs to be clinically diagnosed.
Okay.
But there are signs that will tell you that you're not doing pretty well.
That is you, the individual.
Yes.
How about somebody observing?
Somebody observing you.
Yes.
Yeah. They should be. Most people should be able to see you're not performing as you should. Remember, you are these days very tired. You're looking woebegone. I remember when I worked for banks for many years as well, and I remember one day my MD came for a board meeting. I was working in Uganda at the time. He came for a board meeting with the Uganda branch. I looked at him and I told him, boss, I would not want to do your job. You look terrible. You look woebegone. You look unhappy. So you can tell. You can tell somebody is not is not doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're looking tired. They are irritable. Yeah. And all those signs, you can tell.
You can see it. So then how does somebody, because when you're talking about those signs, they're looking tired, they're getting irritable. They could be going through something else.
Yes.
At home.
Okay.
You see, because we bring the whole person to work, whether we are intentional or admitting it or not. Would you be able to tell the difference, or would it need to be a conversation that then helps you separate what the issue is?
It has to be a conversation. Yeah, for sure. Because you can't work on assumptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't work on assumptions. And
it has to be a conversation.
Yeah.
So how do we have those conversations in the workplace?
Okay. How would I have a conversation like that? Well, I told him that there's something wrong with you.
But his position does not allow him to say there is. He'll tell you, no, I'm fine. I just had a long night.
But burnout doesn't come overnight. It builds up so that they actually know it.
Yeah.
So I think those of us, and I think that there's room to teach people.
Yes.
What burnout is all about, so that they can recognize it.
Okay.
Yeah, because it has basic signs.
All right. So I think to teach people would mean having programs in place that actually talk about well-being.
Absolutely.
But I know you have told us this before, that well-being is not a program. It's not just a program.
Yes.
It is a system.
A system.
Tell us a bit more about that. How does...
Okay. What I meant is... well-being must be integrated in the whole system. It can't be a one-off program where you call people and teach them something and then they go back. And that is supposed to sustain them for a while. We have to go back. It's called a
fix.
We have to go back and look at the systems and ensure that we have ingrained in them well-being values. Yeah, I think you might be aware of one well-being model, the most basic that we use in positive psychology, acronymed PARMA, PERMA.
Yeah.
And PARMA is a way of getting any individual to thrive in life.
Yeah, in stressful times, actually.
No, even earlier than that.
Yeah.
Because if you put this in place, then stress is not that bad.
Okay.
It becomes manageable. Then they can work through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just to mention what they stand for. So when you are looking at a workplace that you want to establish, or even an established one, you have to, apart from the basics we talked about,
yes,
the psychological safety, maybe good pay.
Yeah.
I mean reasonable pay. It is P stands for positive emotions. Are they happy? Yeah, and general happiness is not just laughing or things like that. It could be just good teamwork. It could be sleep. Yeah, because if people are not sleeping well, then they can't be happy as well.
Yeah.
So
that's positive emotions.
Yes, yeah. that people have a time to laugh, to enjoy some things that they love to do, and things like that, just to have some fun. Then we have engagement.
Yes.
Yeah. For EPE. E stands for engagement.
Engagement. Yes.
Is this person engaged on a regular basis in his strengths, in the strengths that in his individual strengths? Okay. Because we each have our different strengths. Is he engaging on a regular basis in things that he's very good at? Because it has been found that if you're in flow, and flow means that you're doing something that you love.
You can lose track.
You lose
go
track.
With the flow,
and that is very helpful to your well-being. Okay, so engaging in productive work using your own strengths regularly. Yeah. Now, so this exempts. I remember there are clerks in the bank whose job was just to stamp things. Yeah. That is not.
It's not engaging.
No, I mean, you're not engaging. Actually, you will burn him out. Yeah, he might look very, very happy.
Yeah, and he might end up being productive because I guess he's passing them. Yeah.
Yes. So that
positive
is
emotions, engagement.
Engagement.
The R.
R is there a good community at the workplace? Is it a supportive community within the workplace where one feels supported? Yeah. In case they're in trouble, they can talk. Yeah. Or share with some people. Actually, it's recommended that every person should have one person at least in the workplace where they are able to really open up with. Yeah. It can a friend. Yes. At least one friend in the workplace. So relationships are key. Okay. In a workplace as well. Okay. And then meaningful work. Yeah. Yeah. Are you doing meaningful work? Is the work that you're doing according to the values that you hold? Yeah. Meaningful work, as we said, stamping vouchers for the rest of your life is not meaningful work. No. Most of us join organizations because of their values. They're the ones they say, integrity, all sorts of things. Yeah. And then once you get there and just find your job is to punch papers, year in, year out, then you will lose meaning. Yeah, and at least you don't thrive in such a situation. And then gratitude, regular appreciation. Yeah. I think most workplaces, it's like most of us when we get married. Yeah, and your wife asks you, you don't say you love me, you don't bring me flowers, and the response is, but I married you.
Yeah, that should be enough.
That should be enough to carry you for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You're expecting me to work for you,
Yes.
blood, sweat, and tears, though you've employed me. And
Show some appreciation.
I never get any appreciation.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, we should actually focus on the good that people do.
Yeah.
But by the way, if I'm working for you and you've never thought of I should leave, it means that I'm doing a lot of good stuff. So could I have that feedback more?
Yeah, because that now makes the job meaningful. It makes the tasks meaningful.
Yes.
Okay.
So could you, could you acknowledge more regularly what I'm doing? Otherwise, I'll disengage.
Yes.
I'll disengage sooner or later.
Yeah. And then the A?
That's the appreciation.
Oh, the appreciation.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where you manage, appreciate people.
Yes.
Okay. Does it also give them like a sense of achievement? Like they have.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's part
when
of it.
you appreciate, it gives them the feeling that they have achieved.
Yes.
Okay. So now, is there any simple way? We've talked about burnout and how that basically shows up.
Yes.
And you didn't quite say who experiences burnout more. Do you see it cutting across generation, gender? Because you burnt out in under 2 years.
Yes.
Somebody else will take 16 years before they burn out. Depending. What would make somebody last 16 years? And maybe here you can plug in the resilience.
Yes.
What would make somebody last 16 years without burning out, whereas another burns out after 2 years?
I would not say it takes you. Okay, you can get just used to. Yeah, it's like you sit on a nail and then you say you'll get used to it. but it could be lack of options. It could be other psychological issues that you don't believe you can succeed out of that place.
Yeah. Okay.
So you just cope, and then probably you can numb yourself. Yeah. Some people are just walking zombies. Yeah. So that's the unhealthy way to
deal
that.
with it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could also look at marriages where you have people who are being abused and they never leave. So I think I would call that a more serious psychological issue if you are able to tolerate it
for that long. Okay.
Because hopelessness should set in.
Yeah.
And then probably depression at the end of the day. Yes.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Yeah. So now, yes, you're sort of answering because now it leads up then to if somebody cannot stay 16 years burnt out, so that's not practical, what then is the place of resilience? What is resilience? How does one develop it? And how is it connected to burnout?
Okay. Resilience is just basically, especially as a resilience coach, I know it's not kuvumilia kama Mkenya. Yeah. It's resilience is how you build up ability to take more challenge with time.
Yeah.
And that we naturally learn as we learn to take more and more challenge. But remember, burnout is now you've gone over and beyond what you're capable of. That's when that comes in. So resilience is okay, and you build that by taking bigger challenges.
Increasingly larger challenges,
but gradually.
Yes.
Yeah, and knowingly. Okay, but now these employers, they don't increase your challenges gradually.
It's between December and January.
Yes. And the targets are out of the roof every year. So if every year you're doing more than you actually can without rest. Yeah. So they're not fitting in rest.
Yeah.
And you remember the rest bit. most employers don't really care about how you live out of.
There's a generation that actually used to say that you will rest when you die.
Absolutely. I think that could be our generation, probably. I'm having problems even slowing down.
You yourself slowing down.
I have a problem.
Yeah.
Slowing down.
So is resilience, you were saying that resilience is something that happens naturally.
Yes.
Now, so if I'm not a resilient person,
okay,
let me ask this question the way somebody would ask it. Is there something wrong with me? And what can I do? Because if I don't know how to build resilience, if I'm being brought up having my problems solved for me, of course, therefore, I'm not meeting increasing challenges, right? What then do I do? So talk to somebody who has not had an opportunity to understand the role of challenge in their life. So they want what we now call soft life, right? Eliminate challenges.
Yes.
How does that person then build resilience, having realized that, oops, I've been on the wrong path all this time?
Okay. That's a good place for them to start. That I've been on the wrong path. I think that's crucial, because unless you say, wow, I can see I've not been going anywhere because I've not been taking challenges. Yeah. So yeah, we can all build resilience, but as I said, gradually, challenging yourself a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
And in any case, the best behavior changes we have in our life have to be incremental, not overnight. Yeah. Not waking up and saying, I'll go and do Standard Chart marathon this time, and you've not built yourself.
You haven't been walking. You haven't been doing anything. Yeah,
you're going to die in the first.
Yeah.
So it's a slow process, but yeah, I mean, at least a coach can help you to set manageable targets, smart and manageable targets.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can start challenging yourself and building up your mental resilience, physical resilience. Yes.
Okay. Can you be, now that you've mentioned mental and physical resilience, can you be resilient in one area of your life and not resilient in another?
And that's the bit, I think, when you asked me that question, I said it depends on which area of your life you don't feel resilient in.
So you can have resilience in different areas.
Yes, absolutely.
Then realize that, I'm not as resilient in this one, and start working in that specific one.
Yes.
Okay.
Or decide to forget that area and concentrate on this area you're strong in. It's better that way, in fact.
Yeah.
Just work with where you're strong in. Look at the alternatives for growing in that specific area. Because we say there's no gift that is too small in this world. It just needs to get to the right place.
Yeah.
And
so now, that's interesting, because that's a bit contradictory to should I call them wellness coaches who say, work on your weaknesses? Yeah. Should you work on your weaknesses or work on your strengths?
We positive psychology, we are telling you, concentrate on your strengths.
What do you do about the weaknesses?
They normally resolve themselves.
Things will work out.
And that's what I keep telling, especially I've had cases. A very interesting. Is that a good example? It's in counseling we speak about how do you criticize somebody.
Yes.
Yeah. If you start before you criticize somebody and just think through. Even if it's a small kid that has done something terrible, before you punish them, sit down and think through, how far has this kid come to even the level they are in? And once you start appreciating how far they've come, you might not even criticize them at all.
Yeah.
So when we focus on the positive, people have a way of starting to work on even their weaknesses.
That's what you're saying about the weaknesses resolving themselves.
Yeah, they resolve themselves because now nobody is really focusing on them, and they're making you stronger in whatever you're already strong at. And that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Just be strong in what you... nobody is perfect in everything.
Okay, so how do you criticize somebody? What does criticism look like?
Okay. Yes, okay. And this I do with many parents. The beginning of it is that none of us likes to be criticized. I'm still to find somebody who easily gets, who easily takes criticism. And the reason for that is when Shalom, you're criticizing me for something right now. Maybe I could have said something wrong or something like that. Why I would get angry about it is this is only 1% of all the good I do. I do 90% good, but you're choosing to focus on this 1%. So nobody likes criticism at all. So we recommend that that's the wrong way to go. Yeah. And that's why I gave you that example of a child. Before you criticize somebody, take a lap, even if it's your wife or child or whatever, and think through it. Don't just burst out, because you could destroy a lot more than you're trying to make. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, when you take your lap or when you take your pose, think of what this guy does well. Yeah.
Okay.
Or what you like about them.
Yeah.
And tell them first that before you tell. I mean, if you must. Yeah.
But start off with telling them what you have liked.
Yes. Shalom, you're great. I like the way you do this. And name those things that are good. Yeah. And if you really must, quietly say, you could also improve on this. I mean, but not really focusing on it. I mean, that was the whole idea of picking up that bit. Yeah.
Okay.
And that person will be feeling so good.
Okay.
They'll change whatever they need to change.
Yeah.
More easily.
Then, okay.
It's a better way of frying a cat. Or
why would I want a fried cat? Just wondering. Yeah. So, I think in closing, so that we can give the listeners something that they can do something with, let's talk just a bit about gratitude, optimism, and hope.
Yes.
Is there hope in all this? So I'm imagining I'm working for a boss who's demanding so much of me that this is a season where I just have to give it all.
Yes.
How do those aspects or, attitudes of gratitude, attitudes of optimism, and, just having hope, how does that help?
Okay.
Alleviate stress and avoid burnout?
My take on gratitude, at least from the side of leaders, and I think we've talked about psychological safety already. We've talked about building better relationships already in the workplace, and we already say gratitude cannot be. You can't ignore gratitude, and these are easy things to put in to put into the system as ways of acknowledging the efforts everybody does. For example, we talked about the early entrants in the workforce.
Into a workplace, yes, yeah.
Yeah, they want growth. And how do they know they're growing? By getting getting feedback.
So show gratitude for the people that you're working with.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a matter of course, as part of the system. Yeah. You don't begrudge people gratitude that they might they might ask for more money. And I think that's the problem we had in the past.
If you praise them, they will want.
If you praise somebody, they will. No, you can't afford not to give positive feedback in the workplace.
Okay.
Because you're paying me this amount, but that's not all I give. I come and give my whole life.
Yeah.
I give. So if I'm not getting that, and you, my employer, are expecting that, I go well beyond even what you're paying me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're not giving feedback. You're not showing gratitude for how far I've come.
Yeah.
Or for what I'm doing on most regular basis. Yeah.
Okay.
So gratitude is key. I call it the psychological triangle. Yeah. Because what happens when there's gratitude? Yeah. And gratitude is sort of looking back. I've been appreciated for this kind of work. So I'm confident. I'm optimistic that we'll hack this. Yeah, I've been treated well all these years by this employer. So I'm optimistic that even if things are down or we are stressed right now, we don't have enough, that things will get better. Okay, and gratitude leads to optimism. And also leads to hope. Yeah, if it has happened before, it will happen again. Okay, so generally that's the triangle, and it goes both ways.
Yes,
me as an individual, I mean, I can look back.
We fail to look
back. We fail to look back with gratitude on every good thing we've received that we did not ask for, and it just came our way. Yeah. Okay. So that's a big part of how to get optimism, how to get hopeful about the future. Okay. But of course, you can only get hope for the future if the situation is all hopeless. When you are deep in burnout,
you don't have
there's
hope.
No hope. You've lost actually all hope that things will change here.
Okay.
And I think that's what's happened to me. I looked at this place and I said, my goodness, this thing is not going to change.
Yeah.
And I was vindicated. My own boss, who I resigned from, joined me after a year in the private practice that I went to.
Because even he could not. Okay. Or she could not,
It was a toxic place.
Environment. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the things I know that alleviates burnout is play.
Absolutely.
And so I want you to play with us a little bit here.
You want me to play with you?
Yes. There's a wheel here that we spin.
Okay.
And whatever category you're going to land on, you pick a card corresponding to that category and answer the question on it.
Okay.
Yes. So spin it like you mean it.
Do I have to, or I just pick one?
Let me have the juice. Is it going to obstruct you?
I'm pulling your leg. I was saying I'm just going to choose one and pick a card that I had seen.
That does not work. It beats the purpose of having the wheel.
Okay.
Okay.
So
world versus word. That's that category there.
That's this one.
You want to pick the one on top? No problem.
Or I could have picked something else.
Yes.
Who is the one person who can stop you from doing the wrong thing? I don't do wrong things.
Really? Really?
Do I? Probably my therapist. Yes, as I was telling you, I've been going through a lot of therapy for a while now. They're the ones who really know what I'm going through. That they're really the ones who help me to not panic.
Yeah. Yeah, because you see, like what you're saying, it's not that you want to do the wrong thing because you're a bad person, but sometimes doing the wrong thing might be the thing that relieves the pressure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that takes you further, at least helps you manage the burnout or the stress.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you. Thank you very much. Because what I'm hearing from you is that we all need support.
Absolutely.
We all need support for the process. We all need somebody who we can go to, based on your last question, somebody that we can go to help us not do the wrong thing.
Absolutely.
And how do we end up doing the wrong thing even when we're not the wrong people? By not taking care of our stress, by not managing the difficulties and challenges that we're having in life. And this does not mean taking away all your challenges. It means handling increasing amounts of challenge, building the muscle, so to speak, as you grow.
Absolutely.
So we invite you to take care of yourself first as an individual, and then take care of the organization that you're in. Let's make it a habit to create spaces that are psychologically safe for each of us to then thrive, because then society will thrive when the individual thrives.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Mwalimu.
Thanks for having me.
Joining me on this conversation.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to many, many more.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It was a pleasure.
Asante sana.
Asante sana.
All right.
Thank you.